Hello and welcome to another episode of The Distinguished Geek. If you're new to the channel, welcome. This channel is all about geekiness, which we talk about more about games, comics, iconic movies, anything in that category. This channel is actually focusing on Marvel at the moment, and we're talking about the life of Marvel, how it began, and how it ended up in present day. So let's get started. As 1956 embarks on its eventful year, Atlas Comics was still feeling the effects of the bombardment from the Senate subcommittee on the negative effect about children reading comics. On top of that, Atlas Comics had a growing nemesis, the television, which was growing very popular and becoming an ever-growing competition. This had a knock-on effect, so some comic publishers, both long-term and the ones out there just to make a quick profit, quit and looked for more profitable lines. At Atlas, it was business as usual. Well, almost. With no actual trend being focused on, Atlas started to reduce their page rates for the artists to save costs. Some freelancers on this period spoke about where they brought in a completed assignment to editor Stan Lee and was given up a follow-up assignment, but at a rate of $2 less than a previous assignment. This method continued throughout 1956, with some artists ending the year with half the pay than they did at the beginning of the year. As a result, the artists looked for more substantial employment, which was usually in the advertising business. In April, Mystery Tales issue number 40 was released. Now, there was nothing different with this issue than the last. It was just another generic issue continuing the series. However, 50 years later, this issue gained publicity at a phenomenal rate, as was featured in an epic television series, in my eyes, Lost, in May 2008. In May, World of Fantasy issue number 1 was released. Now, in 1956, a documentary about the ocean's depth called World of Science by underwater explorer Jacques Cousteau was aired on television and was a hit with the viewers. Atlas capitalized on the documentary and brought out 3 World Series of their own, with World of Suspense in April, World of Fantasy in May, and World of Mystery in June. Other than sharing the title theme to the documentary, this series didn't really differ from each other or any other issue of that matter in the Strange Tales or the Journey into Mystery series. However, the World of Fantasy proved to be the most popular of the 3, providing 19 issues, even surviving the fall of Atlas as it transitioned into Marvel in 1957. The World of Suspense and the World of Mystery, unfortunately, they ended their run in July 1957. In October, Yellow Claw issue number 1 was released. Now, this was one of the most memorable titles in 1956. This title introduced the supervillain inspired by the Yellow Peril novels in the 1930s, including the master criminal Fu Manchu, who had a successful television series. The Yellow Claw, unfortunately, became another statistic, just like many other series in this period, and it ended after a mere 4 issues. However, the Yellow Claw did have a major impact in the Marvel comics to come, with Yellow Claw becoming a recurring villain in the Marvel Universe, causing mayhem for Nick Fury, the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Captain America in the 1960s and the 1970s. So the question in the last episode was, what theory was tested by Christopher Cockrell in 1955? And the answer is the hovercraft. And the bonus question was, how was his hypothesis tested? And that was using 2 tin cans and a hairdryer. So well done to Chris for getting those both questions right. Well done. Okay, this episode's question is, who released their first hit in 1956. Now this question is a little bit vague, as this artist is actually quite famous and any clue would essentially give it away. However, this bonus question may give it away, which is, why was it always suggested that this artist was filmed from the waist up? I'll let you leave the answer in the comments below, and I will feature the winner in the next episode. Right, as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please, can you just like, share and subscribe, and I shall see you soon. Goodbye.
The